brothers and sisters, welcome back to this channel, and today we are going to learn about 20 words which we all pronounce wrongly, and we are also going to learn their correct pronunciation. So let's start without a hitch. So the first word, but before I start for the first word, let me tell you one thing. Do you know how to pronounce this word? This word. Do all of you know that? All of you will pronounce it as digest. Am I right? Digest. Yes, you're right. But if I put this digest plus shun, this is shun, then what will it become? It will become digestion. Digestion. Is this correct? Yes, you are right. It is digestion. But now here comes a little twist. Now, if I ask you, how will you pronounce this word? Would you pronounce this word as indigestion? Just because here this is in and this became digestion, as I've already told you. Thus, it became indigestion. No, you're totally wrong. It is not indigestion. It is indigestion. I've taken out the stomach from this lady's stomach. I've taken out this from this lady's upper abdomen. Abdomen? No, it is abdomen. From this lady's upper abdomen. Now see, from here, this is your stomach, and from here, indigestion takes place. Paradigm. Am I right? Paradigm? No, I'm not right. The correct pronunciation is paradigm. 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 And in US, which is nothing but American English, we pronounce it as paradigm. Paradigm. The only difference is over here, pa and pa. But what is this paradigm? Let me tell you. Paradigm means a model of something or a very clear and typical example of something. Do you know what is the correct pronunciation of this word? I hope all of you will be pronouncing it as expert. Expert. If it is so, then you're right. It is expert. But what about this word? Let this word come first. Okay, yeah. What about this word? Prioritize? Prioritize? If yes, so you are perfectly right. It is prioritize. Now, what about this word? Organize? If so, then you are right. And what about normalize? I have already told you the pronunciation, so it is normalize. Now, what about sunrise? Sunrise, if it is so, then you are right. But if I take this expert from here and I take the eyes from here, what will it become? It will become expertise. Expertise? Am I right? No, I'm not right. It is expertise. 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 An expert in a particular field. Let me give you an example. Now see, Rekha is an expert in dancing. Rekha has expertise in dancing. Now let's move on to the next word. So, the next word is depth. Depth? Am I right? It is depth? No, I'm not right. It is depth. What is it? It is depth. In UK we pronounce it as debt, and in US also we pronounce it as debt. So the correct pronunciation is debt. Most of us pronounce it as depth, right? But no, it is not depth. B is silent over here, means it is not pronounced. So it is debt. What is it? It is debt. But what does debt mean? Debt means a sum of money that is owed or due. Now, let's look into this matter more detail. Now see, this is a man carrying a debt. There's just a picture. It's not really that we carry a debt and go along just like this. Now let's understand this. Now, suppose that you're taking a loan from a bank. You're taking a loan from a bank means you got the money and now you got the money. So, the money is with you. And where do you use that money? You use that money to buy a house. Now, after some time, you need to pay the debt back. Means you need to pay the money, including interest and the money, which is nothing but principal. You need to pay this debt back to the bank. So this amount is known as debt. I repeat, debt. So this man, I think he has fallen into a debt trap. Means he is not able to pay the debt back. So he's carrying a huge amount of debt. This is just a funny picture anyway. Methodology. Am I right? No, I'm not right. The correct pronunciation is methodology. I am doing method because this is methodology. So I'm saying methodology, but this is the wrong pronunciation. It is methodology. Methodology. And in US we pronounce it as methodology. It is a little bit da and here it is do. This is the only difference, but anyway, it is not methodology, it is methodology. La, not law. It's not law, it is la. Now let's move on further. So, the next word is nothing but condemn. Condemned, condemn. Am I right? No, it is not condemn. It is condemn. In US also it is pronounced as condemn. It is condemn. Condemn. I repeat, condemn. But what does condemn mean? I'll give you a picture. You try to identify the meaning of condemn. Look at this. By looking at this picture, I think you have easily understood the meaning of condemn. Condemn is used to express a strong disapproval. Condemn is used to express a strong disapproval. So the next word is, what is this? Any guesses? Is this espionage? Espionage? Am I right? Espionage? No, I'm wrong. In UK, the correct pronunciation is espionage. It is nage, espionage. And in US, it is espionage. Espionage means both of them are same. It is not nage. It is nage. Nage. It is not espionage. It is espionage. The practice of spying or of using spies. That is known as espionage. 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 These espionages are roaming from here to there. Espionage is not good. So the next word is solemn. Solemn. Am I right? No, I'm not right. The correct pronunciation is solemn. Solemn. Here N is silent, means it is not pronounced. In US it is solemn and in UK it is solemn. Anywhere it is not lem. It is lem. Lem. I repeat, solemn or solemn. Solemn. I repeat, solemn. But what is this solemn? Solemn means very serious or very serious or formal. Like Keshu is a solemn man. Keshu is a solemn young man. Means he's a very serious or formal man. He's a solemn man about his toys. Means he's a very serious or formal man about his toys. Now, let's move forward. This bird flew away. And let me erase this. And so then the next word is automobile. Automobile. Am I right? Automobile. Most of you pronounce it as automobile. But no, it is wrong. The correct pronunciation is automobile. I repeat, automobile. And in US it is pronounced as automobile. Automobile and automobile. Mobile and automobile. But anyway, it is not automobile. It is automobile or automobile. Automobile. Automobile means a motor vehicle. Compete. Am I right? Compete? No, I'm not right. The correct pronunciation is compete. It is not google.com, that com. It is not that com. It is compete. You might pronounce it catastrophe. Catastrophe. If yes, then you are totally wrong. It is not catastrophe. It is catastrophe. We all pronounce it as catastrophe. But no, it is catastrophe. Catastrophe. And it is not cat. It is ka. Ka. Catastrophe. Catastrophe. And in US we pronounce it as catastrophe. Means these both pronunciations are perfectly same. But anyway, it is not catastrophe. It is catastrophe. Catastrophe. But what does catastrophe mean? Catastrophe means, by seeing this picture, you might have guessed what does catastrophe mean. Catastrophe means a disaster. So, earthquake is a catastrophe. Means earthquake is a disaster. Archive. Am I right? Archive? No, I'm wrong. The correct pronunciation is archive. It is not cha, it is ka. Here we have written cha, but it is not cha, it is ka. Archive, and R is silent over here. R is not pronounced. So it is archive. It is not archive. It is archive. And in US English, R is pronounced. But in UK English, R is not pronounced. But in US English, R is pronounced. So you can say archive or archive. But anyway, it is not chive. It is archive. Here by mistake, it is ch, but it is ka. Ka. Archive or archive. But what does archive mean? Archive means a collection of historical records. Like, look at this. This is an archive. Or I would say this is an archive. Means this is a collection of historical records. I hope you got it. Now let's move on further. Fright. Am I right? Is this fright? No, I'm wrong. It is freight. Freight. I repeat. Freight. It is freight. It's not fright. It is freight. It is freight. And let me draw your attention to the spelling of this word. It is freight. E comes first. You might have generally heard of this word, haven't you? Fright. Fright. It means to become scared. Fright. But this is not fright. It is freight. This is fright. I-G-H-T. It is fright. But this E-I-G-H-T is not fright. It is freight. And let me differentiate these two words using their meanings. Fright means if you're very scared, means you're frightened. But freight means a vehicle that carries goods from one place to another. Like, look at this train. This train is a freight train. Freight train means this train is a vehicle that carries goods from one place to another. It does not carry passengers. Instead, it carries goods. Here we can see the loads of goods on it. It means it carries goods from one place to another. Thus, this train is a freight. It is a freight. But it is not a fright, because fright means to become scared. So, it is not fright. It is freight. It is freight. I hope you got it. Now, let's move on to the next word. Vehicle. Most of you will be pronouncing it as vehicle. But now, let me ask you, is this vehicle? If your answer is yes, then you are wrong. But if your answer is no, then I must appreciate that, because this word, vehicle, has this word, the V-E-H-I-C-L-E, has come many a time in the previous slides, and I have not pronounced it as vehicle, I have pronounced it as vehicle. Vehicle. And if you have paid attention to that, then I appreciate that. But if not, then you just need to improve your observation skills. So, this is vehicle. Am I right? No, it is vehicle. Vehicle. It is vehicle. And in US also it is pronounced as vehicle. Vehicle. It is not vehicle. It is vehicle. I repeat, vehicle. Cycle is a vehicle. How would you pronounce this word? Vis-a-vis or vis-a-vis? Vis-a-vis? If yes, then you're wrong. The correct pronunciation is vis-a-vis. Here S is not pronounced. Thus it is vis-a-vis, and some of you pronounce it as vis-a-vis. It is not vis-a-vis. It is vis-a-vis. 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 Anyway, it is not vis-a-vis. It is vis-a-vis. What is it? It is vis-a-vis, and in US also we pronounced it as vis-a-vis. Vis-a-vis. But what does vis-a-vis mean? Vis-a-vis means in relation to or with regard to. So the next word is, what is the next word? It is pledge. Is this pledge? No, it is not pledge. It is Pledge. D is silent, means it is not pronounced. Pledge means a solemn promise. Now let me give you an example. Look at these people. These people are taking a pledge. They're not taking a pledge. They're taking a pledge. And for what are they taking a pledge? They're taking a pledge to improve their English day by day. They're taking a pledge to improve their English day by day. Now, let's also take a pledge to improve our English day by day. And with this pledge, I end this video here.
If you gained something from this video, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel. Stay blessed. Thank you so much for watching this video.